Hi. How are you? Good morning. Welcome to Monday. This is Lunch Break with Ekow Mensah episode 14. Okay, so welcome to Lunch Break with Ekow Mensah episode 14. I'm so excited that at least those who are close to me, those who call themselves my friends, know that I do lunch break every day at 1 p.m. And they've started to acknowledge that 1 p.m. they can't be calling me and distracting me. So yeah, it's nice to come your way again. This is Lunch Break with Ekow Mensah. And yeah, today I shared 5 ways that you can become most sought after, and I'm hoping that you've gone to read it and you're going to use the lessons to enhance your capacity to be more valuable in the marketplace. All right. I wanted to discuss that today, but then something just, you know, popped up in my head. And I want to merge the two. All right. So today we are discussing why everyone needs a 9 to 5. Why everyone needs a 9 to 5 job. All right. And this is important because it ties to how you can become one of the most sought after people in your industry, in your sector, in your field, in your school, at work, at home, anywhere that you find yourself, how to become very valuable person. And we are tying that to why everyone needs a 9 to 5 job. And I'm sure that especially in this world where you can't do one thing, or it's hard to just focus on one thing because there's no job security and all those things, people tend to always want, to get involved in other things. But it's important to note that everyone needs a 9 to 5 job. For those of you who know me, I think that it would be a very strange thing for you to hear that a commenter is saying that everyone needs a 9 to 5 job, because personally I've never had that before. I've never been like full-time employed anywhere. I'm almost always a consultant wherever I go. I'm almost always, doing things on my own terms, and I've always like run my own business, run my own initiatives, pursued my own ideas and ideologies, because I've always believed that life has to be lived on my own terms. This is my life, and I cannot allow anybody to predict how I behave when I wake up, when I go to work, and all that. But all that was because I was still young. As you grow, you realize that, Charlie, there's wisdom in some of the things that your parents keep telling you. But all the same, I had to, live the way I have lived to arrive at the lessons I know now, for which now I can share with you almost every day in 2023. And whichever year you probably be watching this, because I told you that these videos would outlive me. All right. So whichever year we did this in 2023, when we were we. So everyone needs a 9 to 5 job, or everyone needs some sort of a 9 to 5. And why do I say this? I'm not necessarily saying 9 to 5 to mean employment necessarily, especially for my very overly ambitious entrepreneurs and those who want to, live life on their own terms. They don't want to work for anybody. They have their own ideas, they have their own ideals, ideologies, and they want to pursue their own, path. And it's amazing. All right, those of you who want to be entrepreneurs, those of you who are looking at doing amazing things with your life, for which, getting a full-time job or even a part-time job would be a distraction rather than a value add. But what I mean this afternoon is everybody at every point in your life, maybe before retirement, should have this thing we call the 9 to 5. And I'm using 9 to 5 here as that one thing, or that thing that you do consistently until your name is synonymous with it. All right, so you see where So 9 to 5 here means, you see how repetitive going to work is, especially for those of you who have a job, right? Every day you go to work, there are specific things that you do. Every day, there are specific things that you do. And the more you do this, the better you become, the better the company becomes, and the more advanced you get in the execution of your responsibilities and roles, the better, opportunities you attract to even advance, to go to a next level and keep doing the same thing. All right. So the monotonousness of the work you do, if I can say that, help you to really perfect your craft, perfect your skill set, perfect your knowledge, and then get to a point where you build experience. So then when you touch something, you're able to finish it quickly and with some level of, quality in delivery. So basically, even if you have your own job, even if you have your own business, have this at the back of your mind that within a certain time frame, focus on that one thing that brings you the most value. Because those of you who have 9 to 5 jobs, you know that your company is expecting you to deliver on that thing that they employed you for. So then if in your office you are maybe somebody that does operations or admin or HR, you are expected to continuously do that and do it well. And they don't expect that, because you are also maybe good in IT, you come to work as an HR executive and you find yourself in the IT department all the time. No, you could go there out of curiosity and out maybe to learn or whatever to advance your department, but you can't keep going to the IT units just because you have interest in IT. That's not why you were employed. So today's live session or lunch break, I'm here to tell you that even in your own business, have this mindset of a 9 to 5 employee, where you are perfecting that one thing that brings you the most value. And if you run your own business, that one thing that brings you the most value is how do you get and retain clients? Beyond anything else, how do you get and retain clients? And if you have a 9 to 5, just like you would go to work, some of you will go on time, some of you will leave late. It's the same thing. Some of you have your own business and your attitude to your business, because maybe you even started the business because you couldn't take the pressure from your work anymore, so you resigned, or you weren't being paid enough, so you resigned. So then now you are sitting home, you're doing your own business, and then you are not finding out what your 9 to 5 responsibility is, what your 9 to 5 job is, even in your own business. Because anything you do after 5, anything you do before 9, it's up to you. But if you say you're a business person, have this mindset that between the hours of 9 to 5, you could even start early. Some of you start as early as 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. It's fine. But between the hours of 9 to 5, have this mindset that you need to consistently focus on this one thing. One, how do you get clients? How do you retain clients? How do you make sure that you are serving the clients? How do you make sure that the clients are happy? So even things about innovation, product development, making sure your office is accessible and then, receptive, and all those things, customer service, all those things are supposed to be an add-on for getting and retaining clients. Some of you want finances. That's good. Some of you want investors. So your focus is almost always on investors and leaving the part where investors are interested in, which is clients. How much revenue are you making? What is your cash flow? How happy are your clients? How many are they? Do you know that if you have this mindset and for every day in your mind you have 9 to 5, so between that 9 to 5 you focus on that thing that would make your career thrive. You focus on that thing that will make your business thrive. And after 5, you can do whatever you want. Especially for those of us who have a lot of ideas. Pick one of those and decide that this year in 2023, from Monday to Friday, this is the number one idea that is going to be making up for my 9 to 5. And this is how much I want this idea or business to bring me. This is how much I want my career to bring me. So between the 9 to 5, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to work towards being the most sought after. You should have a 9 to 5. Have that thing that in your mind, it is the focus of your day. If it's networking towards business, it should be networking towards business. Don't get yourself distracted during the day trying to do other things. Between 9 to 5, make money. After 9 to 5, prepare to make money. You don't get into preparation mood when you are supposed to be making money. You see, so divide your life into three main parts, especially when your career or your business concerns you. The first part is the preparation part, which is why you go to school and then you learn and you keep learning and all those things. The second part is the showdown. This is what matter. Like, you've been employed. Some of you have been employed as salespeople, and you're failing to recognize that between the hours of 9 and 5, some of you could start early. So I'm just using 9 and 5 as a symbol, right? So between the hours of 9 and 5, and even if you commit to 9 and 5, you can do whatever you like, meet your colleagues, meet whatever, but 9, you are seated and you are focused and concentrated on that value that you present, for which you are paid for which you are rewarded for which you are given money for. You decide that between 9 and 5, you're going to take away every distraction. You're going to take away every, anything that does not help you to really focus on that thing that brings you the most value. 9 to 5. Block that time out. Yes, of course, every 9 to 5 has an hour in the middle for break. So if you want to touch up with friends, if you want to do whatever you want to do, go and eat, yes, you can have your break. Have that at the back of your mind. And for those of you like me who have never worked in any formal setting, have friends that work in formal settings and let them teach you how it is done. Because you see, you don't get into any serious business that is paying any serious money as salary, and then the people are joking in that business. It's not possible, because your 9 to 5 is what they are paying you for. So as a business person, know that you are being paid for your 9 to 5. That is not when you entertain friends and they are taking you to lunch. And are they customers? If they are not customers, please let them come after 5. If they are not, your parents will call you, go and do this, go and do that, Why? Because you are working from home. Please, let's be serious this year. I'm telling you, let's be serious this year, because you see, as an entrepreneur, you don't have the benefits that full-time employment brings you. That is, if your company has not gotten there, where they are giving you pension, they are giving you allowance, they are giving you mortgage, they are giving you socially, the money you are making is what you're going to use for all those things. And sometimes we don't realize this too early. Yes, it's your own business, but you work for your business. Somebody is always asking me, why are you in Thailand? I'm an employee of EMI Group. I'm telling you. And all these things I'm doing, and that's why this is lunch break, because this is not what EMI has employed me to do. But the more I get known, the more people see how resourceful I am, EMI can probably benefit. That's why I'm doing this during your lunch, because you can't be watching me whilst you're supposed to be working for the pay. Some of you complain about your salary. There are two main things. The reason why you're not getting enough is that the company doesn't have enough, and then you are not as valued as that. You are not worth that money you're looking for. So add to your value. Add to your value. Okay, please. You are in school. Have a 9 to 5 mentality. Have a 9 to 5 job. Between 9 to 5. Whatever you think the greatest value is. Because when you're in school, you need to build your capacity. You need to build your skill set. You need to build your knowledge. And you need to build your network. So whilst you're in school, you're connecting with people that you can do internship with. You're connecting with people you can do volunteer with. You're connecting with people you can do part-time jobs with, contract with, whilst you're in school. So when 9 to 5 starts, make sure you are connecting with people that you know you will leverage on later from school. So I'm speaking to everyone, and I'm emphatically saying that this is the reason why everybody needs a 9 to 5. Whether you're employed or you're self-employed, or you're a student, have that 9 to 5 mentality, that when the clock strikes 9 to 5, you're working on that thing that brings you the most value. If it's your job, it is the thing that they employed you for. How good are you at it? And if you're good, how best are you at it? Are you the best? If you are the best in your company, but there's still room for growth, and your company is not giving you that, look for another opportunity. Because if you haven't hit the height of your career, you don't settle. Some of you have remained in one company for a long time because you are hoping that you're going to rise through the ranks. Please, if you've hit your mark in growth, move to another company that encourages your growth. Because we work for ourselves ultimately. You don't work for anybody. You work with companies, but you don't work for them. Do you get what I'm saying? You work for yourself. Because the moment you decide to leave that job, you don't leave your experience behind. It's not like a coat that you remove and then leave behind. The moment you decide to leave that job or go into another job, you don't leave your networks and your connections behind. The moment you decide to change jobs, you don't leave your knowledge behind. So how do you think that you are working for some company? And that's the mindset that a lot of you guys have, especially the young ones. Hey, I'm working for them and they are not treating me well. They are not paying me well. How are you a slave? Are you a slave? Did anybody force you? Do you know you can decide that you won't come to work tomorrow? So why are you wasting your time and wasting the resources of the company? If you don't feel that, Charlie, where you are is the best fit for you, move. And if you're not moving, you're only afraid that you're not good enough. I told you. The only reason why people stay where they are is that they are either not good enough, so they are afraid. You know, if I move and I don't perform. Exactly. Why are you complaining so much? Who forced you? You look at your own responsibility and realize that you can't do away with this job, even though it's a toxic environment. Somebody wrote a whole commentary on toxic environment. People just say toxic environment. They don't even understand what it is. But let me not digress. Let me come back to the subject of the day. Everyone needs a 9 to 5. Everyone. Whether you are running an NGO, whether you are running a for-profit, whether you are working in somebody else's business, whether you are a student, whether you are even in church, a pastor, you need to have what we call the 9 to 5 mindset. It helps you to focus. Because the moment you get to work, you know what your deliverables are. You know what your KPIs are, key performance indicators. A lot of you have businesses, you have no KPIs. You don't know at what point would you say that, Charlie, you are not competent enough to run this business. And we all fall victims of this mindset. That, oh, I want to resign and do my own business because I want to be in control of my own time. And then when the business is not doing well, then you'll be wondering, Charlie, are there any enemies fighting against me? My house people, my Go and look at the discipline that people that have jobs are subjected to in their offices. And you just see the fancifulness of their lifestyle. So you think that, oh, Charlie, they are living good. And nobody is paid enough anywhere. I'm telling you, nobody is paid enough. Yes, nobody is paid enough. Because somebody will have a target of 2 million Ghana cedis, monthly revenue targets, and then they'll be going home with 20,000. Is that enough? Is that enough? But then you look at his 20,000 and all the things he can do with the 20,000, and you sit there and say, Charlie, this guy is blessed. But you never look at the thing that he has to do to be able to earn that 20,000 on a month-to-month basis. The stress the person is going through. So when they do holiday across Europe, you just look at their Instagram and say, oh God, why me? You lazy entrepreneur. Guys, I beg you. We've all fallen victim of this. And even through my life, I'm having to subject myself to these things that I'm talking about. Because sometimes we fail to recognize that, Charlie, we need to have a mindset that enables us to focus and for it to drive the value that we expect from our business, from our careers, from even our children and all that. If you have kids and you're listening to me, drive that 9 to 5 mindset, not for them to be employees or whatever, no, for them to be able to develop the act of knowing what is expected of them, knowing what brings them the most value, and building the competence to deliver on it every time, consistently. Because that is what separates people that work for others from people that work for themselves. The discipline to know what the most valuable thing to do every day is. I'm telling you, employees who work in all these established businesses, they don't have it easy. They don't. But some of us have control of our time and we can't even account for the time that we use. So this has been my live today, my lunch break. And my focus today has been to let you understand the need for everyone to have a 9 to 5 mentality that drives clarity of value, your value, clarity of focus, clarity of reward. What is the thing that you bring to the table? What is the thing that you should deliver on consistently? What is the thing that brings you the reward that you expect? And these 3 things are questions that you should ask yourself every time, regardless of who you are and what you do. Some of you sit in ministries and you think you are doing somebody. If your job is not getting you busy, get yourself busy, because you work for yourself. But you deliver on expectations. You deliver on indicators. So then, when you are good at what you do, it is not only for the benefit of your company, but it is for your own benefit. It is that springboard that helps you to even claim the things that you want the company to give you. It is that thing that you use to evaluate what your value and reward is. When you're good, it is not for the company. It is for yourself. But the company benefits. Because you see, they hire the person, expecting the person to deliver. And that's why they want experienced people at every job. Go and waste your time somewhere, so that by the time you come, you know the value of a 9 to 5. And this is not to say that anything after 5, no, you can do that. People who do stuff, people close at 11, people close at 12, people work on weekends, and they are working. Be serious with yourself. Be serious with your life. You are unemployed. You are sitting at home. Have a 9 to 5 mentality. Start working. That thing is what I don't understand. It really upsets me that you don't have a job and you don't even have that mindset that at every point in time you should start working. You have an accounting qualification. What is the value that somebody would get from you if they gave you a job? You'll be doing accounting for them, Abi? Yes. So if somebody has not extended to you an opportunity of a job, why can't you start working? By going to find an opportunity to demonstrate your work. Let me not be angry. But when I meet unemployed people and they make it look as if the world is against them and they are not getting opportunities, I wonder. You sit in front of TV the whole day. You are comfortable. You are not unemployed. You are just lazy. Because if what you want to be employed for is a specific set of skills or knowledge, what you need to do in the meantime whilst looking for a job is looking for opportunity to demonstrate your competence. So then if you're an HR person and you have not gotten an HR job, what do? There's no company in this country that does not have a human being working there. Either it is the company owner who is an employee or they have employees. So then if you know that if they employed you, there's a certain value you would have brought to the company. With a 9 to 5 mindset, what you do is that the moment it is 9 a.m., find companies and decide what you can offer them, even if it's for a small amount or even for free. Because by doing that, you are building your portfolio and your experience of why people should pay attention to you and extend to you a job. You're an HR executive, you're an PR executive, you're an admin, you did business administration. How many businesses are in this country? You don't even know. How many businesses are in your vicinity? You don't know. How many businesses are in your region? You don't know. You don't care. But you're on Facebook, playing the fool, insulting people. And then you say you don't have a job and you're worrying God. You are disturbing God's ears. That talent you have, how are you harnessing it? How are you providing it as a service to people? You just go to Facebook, find companies, go to Instagram, find companies, say, I'm an HR person, this and this and this is what I do to bring value to companies. Can I do it for you? Can I train your employees for free? Can I help you with the structures? Can I help you with your HR policies? Can I help you with this? Can I help you with this? Can you? That's all I need you to ask. Between 9 to 5, work. You don't have a job. Is that it? That is just an extension of an opportunity, and that's why you can get a job and it can be taken away from you. But nobody can take your work away from you. When you lose your job today, what they've taken is that opportunity for them to call you an employee. But they can't take your work and your experience and your knowledge and your skill set away from you. That's why when the banking sector collapsed, a lot of people stayed home, but some people just went into another field, went into another bank immediately because of value. Because you see, they see themselves as self-employed. We are all self-employed. All of us. The only thing is that some people pay us and then others are paid by themselves. My friends, my brothers, my sisters, especially if you're unemployed, start having what I call the 9 to 5 mentality. Between 9 and 5, work. Get on Facebook. Tell the world what you do. Tell the world the value in what you do. Tell the world how affordable you are, but how good you are. Let the world know that you have a certain value for which when they get you to give them that value, they would benefit. Do you know how many businesses are here in this country, in this world? And now because of internet, you can literally work for anybody. I know people that are working for companies in the US, in UK, in Canada, right here in Ghana. And we use this internet. And you are here watching me and saying you're unemployed. That thing annoys me. Nobody should get to my inbox and tell me they are unemployed. Come to my inbox and tell me what value. Today I wrote, call me for, and people are just watching me. What should we call you for? And don't tell me call me for a job. What job? Please, companies are going through a lot. And they need to get the maximum value from the least investment. That's what you don't get. The money you're looking for is not big. It's not big. You are just not worth it yet. Or you haven't found somebody who sees your worth and equates it to that amount. So start working. If you're a salesperson or a marketing student, that's the thing. I'm a communication student. I'm a marketing student. And so what? Is that what they're employing you for? It's the competence. What can you do for my company? How can you communicate my company to attract me the kind of value I'm looking for? That is what people are looking for. You're communication students. So what? You have a communication degree. In today, maybe say, hey, my degree is mathematics. So I should go around and say, I'm come to calculate for you or what? Okay, I'm sorry. People will be upset with me. But I feel that you can't waste your life like this. You can't. Every day you are sitting home. Meanwhile, people are there praying to God that bring me one person that can help me with what I'm doing. Do you know how many people have given up on even trying to expand their business, trying to even start a business, close their businesses? Do you know how many people have done that? Because they can't find the right people. And you say you are the right person and you are sitting in front of TV watching. And you can't even watch my video for the whole time because you are bored. He's talking nonsense. Do you also know how many people that are inundated with opportunities on the daily basis and they are even saying that, oh, I can't do it. It's too much for me. Because they are so good, everybody wants them. And you are equally good, but you are sitting there with no portfolio, no experience. That your all nights that you keep going, that is not the key. That your every day done, you don't sleep, that is not the key. The key is do the work. Even if it's free, do it. I'm challenging you this week. Walk around and go to companies. Don't tell them whatever qualification you have. Don't tell them whatever degree you have. Tell them what you can do to help their business to grow. Tell them what you can do to help their employees to stay and to work. Tell them what you can do to attract clients to them. Tell them what you can do to help structure their businesses. Tell them what you can do. And when they give you the opportunity, do it. Stop being a fraud. You have written things in your CV that you don't even understand. You can't even customize your CV for every opportunity you get. I mean, what is wrong with you? This whole entitlement thing, where is it coming from? Is it from the church? Or just because we pray, God should just open doors? See, his name is at stake. Sorry, time is up. His name is at stake. God's name is at stake. He won't open doors for you that you go and disgrace him there. So you better set up and have that 9 to 5 mentality and start working. What do you know? What do you know how to do? Who do you know? And what have you done, or what can you do for them? Start building that portfolio of what you've done. It's not plenty talk. Every day you're talking, every day you're talking. What have you done? And I'm challenging you, if you don't have a job, I'm there. Sign on this 5-day employment challenge. I'm not going to do anything about it. This is the only video I'm going to throw this challenge on. If you're unemployed, or if you know anybody that is unemployed, because 5 days, just go to at least 2 or 3 companies every day. Tell them exactly what you do. My name is Ekow Mensah. I can help you with your branding, your social media. I can help you with your HR. I can train your employees. I can help you build systems and structures for your business. Currently, I am not formally employed, but I have these set of skills and experience that I can bring to the benefits of your company. Okay? Give me a try. Give me a test. Try me out. And give me something that you've always wanted to do in line with the things that I have competency in. And then just give me some time and let me show you what I can do. I'm not asking you to give me a job or anything. Just give me an opportunity to help you solve a problem you have. Just do this. You can write out the thing I just said and go to any company around you and say the same thing to them. And see if after 5 days, you won't get somebody saying, can you work for me? Dress up and go from one company to the other, telling them what you can do and not that you need a job. An employee, an unemployed person presents some sort of a burden to people because maybe they've gone through so many people and they're already tired. So when you go and say, I need a job, they're already upset. But when you enter and you say that, oh, I live around, but I have these HR skills and everything, and I've seen your company and the employees and all that. Is it possible that I can come in to offer a training in customer service? Oh, the first one will be free. But if you like what I have done, maybe the subsequent one we can talk about price. And then they'll give you 2 or 3 of your employees. And then what will happen? You just train them. And then when they see the demonstration of your work, there's no way they will say that before you realize they are talking to their friends about you and you are very, very busy. You don't even need a full-time job anymore. 9 to 5 mentality. Regardless whether you have a job, you have your own business, or you are sitting home and you're unemployed, or you're a student, between the hours of 9 to 5, go and get work to do. Okay? Even if it's free, because it builds you the portfolio and the mindset, and it helps you to focus and enhance your capacity to deliver. So this is what I brought to you. Ali says, I'm getting angry. I'm so because I help entrepreneurs. And it's so heartbreaking to go into people's businesses and to experience what they are going through at the hands of people that they pay. It's sad. People don't care anymore. Do you understand? People don't care. So when I see that there are so many opportunities and yet there are so many people coming to my inbox every time telling me I need a job, I can't see so what is happening? And it's because of this entitlement mentality, and also they are not good enough. I mean, if you are entitled, at least be so good that we can't help it. You get what I mean? If you are entitled and you are too low, be so good that when you touch the thing, it turns into gold. Be diligent so that we have no choice but to open doors of opportunity to you. Because the Bible says, if you are diligent, you stand before kings and not mere mortal. It's a principle in life. So when you are good, the only thing is that you can get there, but your character will bring you back. That's the only problem. But at least you get there because you are good. Can't you see that when a mechanic is good, no matter how annoying, you still call him? When a plumber is good, they are annoying, but you call him. When the painter is good, till you find another person who is equally good, and then you just dog him with a big sign of relief. The wachi seller is annoying, but that wachi is so good, you would just, you will be more humble and buy. Alright guys, this is my lunch break. Please share my video, especially to every unemployed person out there. Start having a 9 to 5 mentality. Put the TV off. Learn. Find people you can help. You can deliver value to. And some of you are unemployed and you keep going to school. Why do you keep going to school? The first two that you did, what have you done with it? Now you want to go and do another one. Why? Okay, bye-bye. Love you all.